Hello live!
Hello live!
Ready?
Hold on.
Nah, it's gone.
I'll just cut this bit out.
Welcome to the Slow Wednesday show.
Yes, this is
With your hosts, Count Patula.
and Duke Thomas.
What's first on the agenda?
It's time to sample ourselves.
Drink!
New drink.
Let's drink!
We have Smirnoff Triple Distilled Red Premium Vodka. Number 21.
Is it a spirit?
Yeah, it is a spirit.
Because I was going to say. Yep. Smells like ghosts.
A little sip before we actually...
This is really bad. Why are we drinking every single one?
Oh. A little sip before we... Okay, so... A little sip, what do you think?
Yeah. How are we going to get through the show?
I don't know, I've got
the end.
I've got an idea.
Just drink it up. It's like water, really. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ooh. What's the opposite of nail polish?
Opposite of nail polish. Ba-da-da-da-da. Polar opposites. That probably isn't even the jingle. If we recorded this, then we'd know. Remember the Olympics? Remember when England took on the Super Bowl for Canada? The moon is included.
Well, the moon is
separate
separate from our planet.
Yeah. Oh, well, let's look it up. Let's get to the news bot. News bot?
News bot. Let's ask
Processing information.
all the great
news bot
whether or whether not the USA own the moon.
Good. That's something you missed because you haven't seen the Olympic opening ceremony yet. You're behind the times. You call yourself English.
But I was working that night,
It's
okay?
no excuse.
No,
We are
there is a
idiots.
treaty whereby nations have agreed not to claim ownership of the moon.
Fantastic.
They're
So
all
it's still up for grabs, Tom. It's still up for grabs. Thank you, Newsbot. Imagine people who don't know what Wallace and Gromit is. Can you imagine?
I can't. That makes me cry inside. Did you know? Hashtag we can see the moon.
We can see the moon. We can see the moon. No one will know what the hell it is. Yeah, I can see the moon. It's night time. Send us to the moon. And then we will podcast from the moon. People like to name themselves after the drinks they invent, is what I'm trying to say. And what's the polar opposite of that?
Poisoning your parents? I don't know.
Poisoning your parents. The opposite of naming is the opposite of jet ideas.
Oh god.
I love polar opposites. It's my favourite thing in the world.
We're not condoning any sort of poisoning of family members.
No.
Or
anything
friends
we
or
say,
anyone
a
for that.
small percentage of our audience will definitely do it.
Send me
Get the Darwin
200
Award.
Great British pounds.
Yes. And if a small percentage of you does that, you'll have at least £200. Send a small percentage of £200. Tweet it at us. Put it in a tweetmosphere. Send it to the tweetmosphere. That's what the moon lives in. Hashtag polar opposites.
Yeah, hashtag polar opposites.
Think of your own stupid opposites that don't make sense, but explain why they are in under 140 characters, plus the hashtag. Otherwise you're disqualified. Being a cheat and a fiend and a ne'er-do-well.
It's kind of hard, because you've also then got polar opposites taking up some of the
If it was
space.
easy, we wouldn't tell people to do it. We wouldn't cherish it. We wouldn't give out these golden awards for it. Nobody knows about this, but you can find where people live through MySpace.
Okay.
Yep. I'm not going to tell you how. I know where you live. That's why I'm doing this podcast. I haven't actually done it. I read about it. I read about it in my diary. This town, but then people will know where we're broadcasting from, and I don't want to do that. I want to have a sort of vague secrecy about this. It's a secret club. Start looking at.
No, well, I'm gonna grab my pennies.
What?
You know, for making wishes and all that.
I'll do that again. I laughed. Okay. Can we start from the top of that? Because I feel like
Yeah, sure.
I'm messing it up, man.
Make a wish.
Ow. And that is that. Pretty much.
That's it.
That's the episode of Facebook's Voice.
Oh.
Cut out a lot of the flubbing ups. We did a bit of a flub.
There was no flub in there.
Well, they won't know. So we cut it out. Pour ourselves another glass and think about the future of podcasting and the moon.
What's next on the agenda?
Now the agenda. Oh look, drinking. Drinking again. That's all 7 points. We've got 7 and it's all drinking. Are there any English bands? No, probably not. We have a mutual friend, Terrence. Not gonna use his real name. He might kill us in cold blood. His name's Matt, okay? Screw you, Matt. Hopefully no one will find out who you are. Maybe, oh, that'd be weird. People found out where he actually lives from that. It's Matt.
And our word of the day is stalking.
Matt carries a sniper rifle, don't try and find it, it'll kill you.
He doesn't really carry a sniper.
That's a warning. No, he has to. That's his protection, you've just ruined it. He carries
But
a
they might call the
rock
police or something, and they might get the fuzz. And
yeah, but that's his job, he's a sniper. He sells insurance, he's also a sniper. I've seen him.
Insurance and salesman, he calls it death, I suppose. That's what's going to drive
he insures you from random sniper killings. It's life insurance. But specifically for sniperings. And then as soon as you leave this office, he snipers you.
If you don't buy the insurance, obviously.
Yes. Even if you do buy the insurance, because then you get a big payout. It's fraud. Don't do fraud. Because we've said fraud, a small percentage of our audience will do some fraud now.
Yeah, oh my god, no,
fraud.
I'm
thinking of doing some fraud now, I've said it. I'm going to fraudulently sell this podcast for $80.
Oh, no.
Under the overpass. Sell them with some golden grams. That's another thing, we should put random cereal plugs. Because I'm obsessed with cereals.
Yeah, I know you're obsessed with cereals.
That's all we talked about in the first episode that never happened.
Yeah, what was your polar opposite back then?
I don't know, it was cereal and serial killers. And I really hated saying it because I'd worked on it too much. The better if you just say them out of the blue of your mind. Because your mind is blue.
So what's the opposite of mind?
The opposite of mind. Mind, brain, thoughts, anti-thoughts. Anti-thoughts are dreams. No, anti-thoughts are actions. So doing is believing, which is seeing. So sight is the opposite of mind. It's good this is recorded because then I can like analyse how my brain works and probably get a psychiatrist based on this. It's like, tell me about your podcast. So.
Well, hey, listen to yourself.
From a laptop, we got hours and hours of me just babbling on about crap. We don't have an outro, do we? I keep wanting to stop and we can't stop because we don't have an outro.
I'm gonna sort some papers and we have
File your
That's the Pearl and Bean.
Yeah! We should just...
That needs a little bit of cutting, but...
A little bit, just
to
with
stop.
the haze pins and whiz and probably cutting out the serial killing. I don't know. We have to write another haze pins and whiz sketch. Oh man, the camera's still on.
God, they've seen everything.
The YouTubers will know how it works. Damn you, YouTubes. Staple them all together. Staple all the podcasts together.
No, that's not the lens.
No! You broke that!
No, don't look at us. Don't look at us.